A woman by the name of Roxanne Lucky has become quite famous over the last few days, really, on Tik TOK. Because you see, Miss Lucky happens to be the future sister-in-law of Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz. And she is using her presence on TikTok to tell everybody what kind of person Matt Gaetz really is. And in fact, she said that based on what she had known about him as her sister's fiance, when she learned about the charges against him, she wasn't surprised at all. And let me clarify, there's no charges actually against him. There's just accusations at this point. So just want to clarify that part. But anyway, Roxanne Lucky had this to say on one of her TikTok videos recently. I saw the character and type of person he is, and when everything came out about him, I honestly, unfortunately, was not surprised. As someone who has personally experienced a ton of creepy old politician men hitting on me when I was underage, it's very disheartening, and I have zero tolerance of people like Gaetz. She added that she's tired of them getting away with this type of stuff. She also said that she had been sexually assaulted in the past. She went on to say that when she was a 19-year-old intern working at the White House in 2020, Gaetz tried to hook her up with, as she described, a much older man who was divorced. Not that the divorce has a part of it, but that's what she mentioned, so sure. So she said this is basically who Matt Gaetz is. She referred to him in one video as a literal pedophile. Then she softened her language a bit and described him as an ephebophile, which is somebody who is attracted to younger girls, but not necessarily adolescent girls. We're talking about, teens and stuff like that. That's how she describes him. But to me, the most telling part was the fact that she says she wasn't surprised to learn about these accusations against him. She wasn't surprised to learn about the investigation because she had seen who this guy is. In one video, another video, she talks about the fact that he one time blew up at both her and her mother, his future mother-in-law, went all lawyer on them when they confronted him about, I guess it was the accusations against him. They know who this guy is. Okay, they may not know all the deep, dirty secrets if he is hiding any, but they've seen his behavior, right? He's engaged to your sister, to your daughter. He's at family functions, okay? You've had dinner with the guy multiple times. You've hung out with him on holidays. You know what he's all about at that point. And this is the warning that she is giving us. As somebody with basically, personal firsthand knowledge of this guy, none of what he has been accused of is surprising. Not to mention, obviously, she worked as a White House intern, so she's also seen him in a more professional setting, and she says this is who the guy is. When people show you who they are, believe them. That's a good mantra for everybody to live by. And I do believe that in this particular instance, that is what is happening here. Everybody, almost everybody, that's basically been around Matt Gaetz, whether it was in high school, college, law school, Congress, they're all telling similar stories to us, folks, saying this is who the guy is. No, I'm not surprised about these accusations, knowing everything I know about him. So what's taken so long, right? Accusations like those Matt Gaetz is facing don't just materialize out of thin air. At this point, it's been so long that a lot of experts think he may be in the clear at this point. I, unfortunately, kind of starting to believe that as well. And it's disgusting because I do personally believe the accusations against him. It all has to be fleshed out in the investigation and a prosecution. I'm not going to ever say for certain that he did these things unless he is convicted. But all signs point to yes. And as more and more people who know Matt Gaetz on a personal level come out and tell similar stories, it's getting harder and harder to think that these accusations are bogus. But unfortunately, the longer it takes for charges, it's getting less and less likely that something could happen to him.